This is my friend, Ben.
Come on,
my
Joffrey.
brother.
You knew that was coming. So I was just biding my time for a minute.
I know you were.
But awesome job. I really, really enjoyed it. And, you know, something that stuck out to me in this is it's having to do with preparing us, right?
Yes.
Preparing us for our role, preparing us for our function. And one of the things that I took in mind with this is character versus knowledge. Ooh. And, you know, Paul says in 1 Corinthians,
yes,
in chapter 13, right in the beginning, right? Mm-hmm. I'm going to sum it up here. He says that knowledge, you can have all the knowledge in the world, but if you don't have love,
yes,
agape, right? If you don't have
yes.
love for the brothers, it puffs up and it accomplishes nothing. So going on to that, and what you're talking about in the least and the greatest being the kingdom and the greatest being servants, right? And we've been called to become a royal priesthood. And what
Holy
do priests
nation.
do? What do priests do? They serve. Who do they serve? Yeah, they serve him, but they also serve us, right? They
Correct.
serve. And what are the two greatest commandments?
Love God and love thy neighbor as thyself.
Yes, love him and love others. So they're serving both roles, both functions. So one of the interesting things going back to the Old Testament are the types and shadows that we see played out. We see this played out with Joseph. We see this played out with Mordecai.
Yes.
All right, I got to go back to my notes for just a second.
Yes.
So we see this played out just a little bit. And what happened with both of them? Oh, I went too far. So like you said, they both went through their different life events that put them into different various places. You might even say peril. So, but ultimately what happened, they got elevated up.
Correct.
And they got elevated up to being second in command, which is the first servant. And through their position, what were they able to do? They were able to serve all. Think about Joseph and what he accomplished for a minute, right? That it's through what Joseph did in listening to Yah.
Right.
He was able to prepare Egypt for the coming famine. And Egypt was actually able, at that time, by listening to Joseph, to actually be what Israel's supposed to be. They were able to be a light to the world.
And what they were supposed to
feed
be.
the people, right? Because they listened.
Right.
So I just wanted to put that one out there as well,
That's
too.
good. That's good
and
stuff.
when you go in and you take a look at what the Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, did for Joseph, and he gave him a linen garment, a signet ring symbolizing the authority, and a necklace, that these were all things that the priesthood received. So, and essentially what he was doing is he was transferring that priestly power, just like his father Jacob did when he gave him that robe, that when you go in and you take a look, it is a long linen garment, just like the priest did. And see, that's another prophecy being fulfilled. His father saw it in the beginning, and Pharaoh saw it later on. So just want to share that one with you.
That's good. That's good stuff.